Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City, and this is the Hollywood Squared Circle, where we talk about wrestling episodes of non-wrestling shows. And today we are talking about Laverne and Shirley Season 3, Episode 2, entitled Tag Team Wrestling. For those of you that don't know, Laverne and Shirley was a spin-off of Happy Days that aired on ABC from 1976 to 1983, spanning 8 seasons of 178 episodes. It followed the lives of Laverne DeFazio and Shirley Feeney, played by Penny Marshall and Cindy Williams, as two friends, roommates, and beer bottle cappers in Milwaukee. The series also starred Michael McKean, David Lander, Eddie Mecca, Phil Foster, and Betty Garrett. Bizarrely, this wrestling episode does not seem to contain any actual wrestlers. However, there is a wrestling coach, played by Lynn Marie Stewart, who would go on to play Missy Vaughn in Pee-wee's Playhouse, so that's good enough for me. Anyway, here's what happens. The girls are organizing a charity event to help build a playground for the Milwaukee orphans, indicated by a sign that reads, Benefit Wrestling Sunday, help build a playground for Milwaukee orphans. The show really only has 2 fights. First, a boxing match between Shirley's old boyfriend, the Big Ragu, and Squiggy, who's never boxed before in his life, and a wrestling match pitting Laverne, teaming with her old high school bully Terry, against, I guess, 2 generic benefit wrestlers known as the Masked Marvelettes. The day before, Laverne and Terry go shopping, and Laverne gets into a road rage incident with a woman she calls Banana Face, and they almost get into a fight. Anyway, on to the actual show, which, true to indie form, takes place in a dank hall with only 5 rows of people. I also want to point out that the ring announcer does this wonderful bit in between the matches with the hanging microphone. It doesn't come down far enough, it goes down too far, it hits him in the head. It's adorable. So the boxing match begins, and Squiggy is of course managed by Lenny, and he's fighting under the name Kid Squiggy. He knows he's gonna get his ass kicked, but Lenny's all like, hit him below the belt. So Squiggy starts punching the guy in the thigh. Hilarity ensues, and then continues to ensue, and then finally, Lenny calls him over, and he's like, Squiggy, no, you gotta hit him like this, and completely knocks him out. And Lenny comes to check on Squiggy, and the Big Ragu accidentally knocks Lenny out, so the ref just counts both of them out. What fun. Now it's time for the main event tag team match. But the opponents don't actually meet beforehand because, well, this wrestling's fake, but I guess not that fake. Laverne is already in this tutu gear, but Terry got lost in traffic and is not able to make it to the show in time. What is a girl to do? So Laverne is like, fuck it, I'll fight them myself. So the Masked Marvelettes come out with their manager, and then Laverne comes out all by herself, and she's like, all right, I know this is a work, let's just do it. And then one of the Marvelettes is like, remember me? And she lifts up her mask, and Laverne is like, yeah, you're Banana Face. Oh, fuck. So now, Laverne is gonna get destroyed. But wait, Shirley comes to the ring in a matching outfit to be Laverne's partner. Shirley's like, whatever, this'll be a breeze. And Laverne's like, no, actually, we're gonna get pretty fucked up. So the match starts, and honestly, Shirley is pretty useless. She really just stands there and screams. But Laverne is on fire. Rope running, arm drags, monkey flips, double monkey flips. Seriously, Penny fucking Marshall may be the best sitcom wrestler I have ever seen. Oh, and evidently the Marvelettes' idea of a real fight is just normal wrestling. The Marvelettes turn the tide, they put a bucket over Laverne's head, and they both hit the ropes for a move that we really never get to see. Because Shirley steps in, pushes Laverne out of the way, the Marvelettes collide, they go down, Shirley splashes on top, 1, 2, 3, here are your winners, Laverne and Shirley. And then after the show, the girls are sitting on the apron, and Laverne has an ice pack on her head, and she's like, I could have been a wrestler. Fucking right, you could have been a wrestler. Fuck doing sitcoms, fuck directing a league of their own, fuck doing Kmart commercials with Rosie O'Donnell, Penny Marshall. You could have been one of the greats. So that was the tag team wrestling episode of Laverne and Shirley. This has been the Hollywood Squared Circle, and I have completely wasted your time. guests of the RJ City Show, subscribe to his channel, follow him on social media, and buy his t-shirts at prowrestlingtees.com/RJ City.